Alright, hello everybody, it is time for the start of episode 10, and I think the most appropriate place to start is actually way down here near the bottom, or at least on the 7th floor, where we made it to this level 25 boss, but, yeah, we have no idea what this is. So, you know what it might be? It might be one of Patchy's Philosopher Stones. That's my best guess. In any case, I've got this current party. We have no idea really what we're in for, so I just kind of kept the party that we had at the end of the last episode. And, gosh, I should make sure everybody's equipped. Everybody's equipped. But yeah, we down-leveled ourselves to 25, and we're going to give this a shot and see what happens. Looks like it was a good guess. This is probably going to be a nature-based fight? Alright, Nazurin to the rescue. Turns out that her magic ability with its, what was that, wind type? Was useful, but we took this thing out. This is the 5th one, I think, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is all 5, so let's head out here. And let's head to the Magic Library and see what Patchy has to say. The irony is that we haven't used the Magic Library that much, honestly. So, like, we haven't really given Patchy all that much cash. A few thousand, max. Most of our money has been spent on sake for Suika. And with the saddened Mukyu, Patchouli Knowledge joins the party. I guess we should check and see what her stats are like. You know, probably the what do you call it? Obvious magic user, but swap out Alice for her. Where are you, Patchy? There she is. Alright. We're gonna level Patchy up. In fact, she's right next to Alice on the list of people. Alright, starting out. Very strong magic, very strong mind, very weak attack and defense. Whoa, holy cow, look at her speed. She is slow as dirt. HP is decent, but not anything special. Yikes. Alright. Now we bump her up to 33, and holy cow, that HP growth is garbage. Yeah, wow, she is a... Just don't ever let her get hit. That's the trick, I guess, right? Yikes. I guess for magic like crazy. And call it there. Oh, that's interesting. The other thing that we should check out, of course, are her skills. So we'll note that she has MP, Magic, and Affinity boost to start. She has, it looks like 5, what do you call it? Spell cards. Royal Flare, all enemies fire, high accuracy. Delay and power are higher than any of Patchy's other spells. Princess Undine, all enemies cold, magic attack with decent accuracy. All enemies wind, Jin Gust, magic attack with a little extra accuracy. And finally, Satellite Himawari, all enemies nature, magic attack with decent accuracy. And then Silent Celine, single enemy mystic magic attack. Powerful mystic spell that targets a single enemy, powers higher and delay lower than other spells against a single target. Fair enough. What else have we got here? SDM Resonance. So right now we have Patchy and we have Mei Ling. I don't think we have anybody else yet, so this might be useful later on. We have Grand Incantation. If she uses Concentrate, her next attack's damage will be multiplied by 1.6 plus 0.4 per level. So, with 2 levels to max this out, that would be what? 1.6 plus 0.8, so 2.4 times? So it more than doubles. Wow, that's really good. I've got Girl of Knowledge and Shade. If the user uses an attack that targets an enemy's strong affinity, the attack will ignore a large amount of that element's resistance. When using a skill, the damage taken from the skill's attribute will be reduced by 35% per level until the user's next turn. Oh, passive Philosopher Stone. Very cool. We've got Rapid Charge. If the skill user uses Concentrate with 33 MP or lower, it'll eat up TP to add more MP. Unmoving Great Library. If there are 4 members in front and the user, Patchy, is on the far right, upon her turn she will recover level MP. Okay. So this could just be 2 MP per turn, which I'll go for, sure. And then I'm really thinking that we buff that up too. I'm not so big on the consumption of TP as a substitute, so I'll avoid that one. But this would probably be nice. For like large groups of enemies where a few of them are strong against something and a few of them are not. And then finally... Not sure how to spend these points for the time being. That's alright. We at least have seen what her skills are, and she'll be a useful magic user addition to the party, assuming we can keep her out of trouble with physical-based enemies. Oh, you know what else is worth looking into, actually, real quick? Her base stats. Strong defense against all 4 elements and mystic, weak against spirit, dark, and physical. Okay, good to know. Alright, we threw some more money at Patchouli's Magic Library, and we've got another award. What have we got? Your waifu. Raise the sum of a character's parameters to 100 or more. Beside the party's aces and tactics and builds come naturally. Huh. The sum of a character's parameters to 100 or more. 100 or... The sum of parameters? They must mean average? Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Very strange. Anyway. So, right now, this current party at least is average leveling around 34. We still have a lot of people that are needing more experience before we can fight that level 36 boss. So, I guess I'm going to do a little bit of grinding here, and, you know, if If I find anything particularly interesting, I'll make note of it, but there will probably be a pretty significant skip in playtime. You can see that I'm at 31 hours now. Goodness knows when we'll be back, but I'll do that and get back to you when we find something interesting. So, a very obvious thing occurred to me. I spent a little time, not too much, about a half an hour grinding, and I thought to myself, wait, many of my characters are above level 36, and we don't even know what this boss is. So what if I just make a team, as seen here, that all can level up past 36? And I said to myself, there's absolutely no reason not to do that, and go over here and at least see what this boss is. Because that'll at least give us an idea of what we're up against. And of course, with level end bosses, we almost certainly are going to need to fine-tune our team to finish this boss off. So let's see what this is instead of just dawdling along like a fool. Well, this is not what I expected. You'll note that before, when we fought her down on, what was it, the 6th floor? That she was, level 40. Somehow she's lost 4 levels since then. Question mark. Anyway, we're gonna give this a shot, see what happens, and, I don't know. Maybe we'll win. Who knows? Okay, we were barely able to do damage to her. And it isn't one of those fights where she ran away at the end, either. So, that means that I'm going to have to do some optimizing to figure out what exactly we're supposed to do here. And of course, I can't really gain many more levels. I can maybe gain some levels for people who aren't currently in the party, but 36 is our peak for now. Well, this is very, very interesting. So, yeah, I guess I'll cut here for the time being, and I'll come back when I think I've got something resembling a strategy here. So, see you then. So, this is a fun one. You may recall that, where was it? There it is. You may recall that previously we got this achievement. Defeat 10 FOEs and Oni will have her eyes on you. Well, it just so happens that the game is being extra tricky. So before, in episode 9, when I went from floor to floor, just kind of looking around, all I did was look for red exclamation points. But in fact, there's a trick here. So let's go to floor 6, center. And look around a bit. Here it is. Yup, that's the trick. So, since we're bizarrely over-leveled for this, we should have no trouble taking Yuugi out, but, well, we'll see what happens. Wow, those punches at the very end hit pretty hard, but we managed to take her out, so... Right on, new character. So the trick there, of course, is to realize that not every character shows up as a red exclamation point or a purple thing. Sometimes they show up as FOEs as well. Which is just tricky enough, isn't it? Where is she? Wait, where is she? There she is. Okay, Yuugi. Alright. Let's check out her stats. So, early on, good hit points, good attack, good defense, low magic in mind, low speed, quite low. Buff her up all the way, her speed remains quite low. Her HP, attack, and defense are quite good, her MP is very low, magic in mind stay low, speed is still low. We can make her even more attack focused by just doing that, which will be fine. But let's see what kind of skills she has. Okay, HP, attack, and defense boost just to start. Pretty standard warrior kind of setup. 3 spell cards. Supernatural Phenomenon, Single Enemy Nature, Direct Attack, pretty good. Knockout in 3 steps, Single Enemy Physical, High Cost, Low Accuracy. Targets a single enemy, ignores half the enemy's defense, super strong, couple of Yuugi's high attack, deals huge damage, and has a high MP cost, large delay, and low accuracy. So you want to pair that up with some kind of accuracy boosting ability or something like that. Then, Irremovable Shackles. Single enemy, spirit type, direct attack, high accuracy. Low power, but inflict paralysis, heavy, and silence. So quite good. And as for her special skills, physical counter, up to 99% chance to use normal attack when hit by physicals. So it goes up to level 3 and 33% per level. Very good. Last Fortress. The more party members fall in battle, the more the user's stats increase. Interesting. Beatdown. When the user defeats an enemy, the user will recover S-level magic, MP, have all stats increased by 8% per level. Multiple kills on the same attack will not stack. We've seen that before. When the user is in front, all physical damage dealt is increased. The effect is applied to all in front. The Hoshiguma Dish. If there are 2 or more enemies, when the user gets a turn, the user's speed increases as the number of enemies increases. If there are less than 4 enemies, the user's attack increases as the number of enemies decreases. Oh, that's kind of cool. This is kind of a balancing act. Then, Adamant Helix. The lower the user's HP, the more damage dealt by user, maximizes the bonus at 66%. That looks good to me. Alright, well, that helps us a little bit there. So yeah, that's another character that I would have missed if someone hadn't, if Deity Diz hasn't given me a hint in the comment for the previous episode. So, with that said, what I've learned from a couple of fights, you can see that the time has gone up. I'm at 32:43 now. That's because I was fighting, what's her name, Tenshi a couple of times more, and having very little luck. But what I've learned is that the best chance is piercing and extremely high attack power stuff. Poison doesn't work much, but you can sometimes get it to work just a little bit. So, the problem is that Suika is only up to level 34 at this point. So, we're going to need to build her up to level 36. Probably can build some battle points up on Chen at the same time. Yuugi's at 35, so she needs a buff too. So, need to do a little bit more grinding, but hopefully we'll be able to take on Tenshi eventually. Goodness knows. Alright, well, we'll pick this back up next time I'm doing something interesting. Well, this was unexpected, so I am still grinding to try to take on Tenshi and trying to put together a good team that can knock out single characters well. And I headed down to level 8 and I fought that FOE and managed to succeed. Of course, we didn't get any items for it, but at least she'll show up, or it will show up on the bestiary, so we can see what we can get from this thing. Where is it? There it is. The Violet Atabana. Damascus Red Shield, Rosebush Robe, Colorful Rainbow Flower, Magic-Filled Parchment. So, yeah, despite the fact that those things are available, we did not get them from the Violet Atabana, but, well, I guess we're just gonna keep grinding, because that's what we gotta do. So here I am right at the very beginning of the game, and you might be wondering why, and the answer is that there's a couple of achievements that we can farm, and they're easiest to achieve at lowest level. So the 3 achievements I'm talking about are, number 1, escape from battle 20 times. I escape from battle so rarely that I haven't even achieved that yet. Then there's an achievement for escaping from battle 50 times in a single dungeon dive. So, I'm thinking that what I can do... And then there's a third one, which is fighting 60 battles in a dungeon dive. So, I'm thinking that what we can do is knock out those 2 escape ones, and then drop out, come back, and knock out the other one, and get some rewards that way that'll help us take on Tenshi. So, let's do that, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, that does 2 of those. Let's check those out real quick. So, escape from battle 20 times, get a swiftness gem. And escape from battles 50 times in a single dungeon dive, you get a meteor drive. Did you really have to flee that much? No, but you told me there was an achievement, so there it is. Alright, now we gotta fight 60 battles, and that'll be done just as easily on level 1 as anywhere else. Alright, there we get our wash basin set. Check this out real quick. You fought 60 or more battles in a single dungeon dive. You get a wash basin set. What a drive you got to get to that point. What is a wash basin set? Not that. What the heck is it? Oh, there we go. We got the meteor drive. Ooh, that's a good thing. Give that to somebody who's got high speed already and turn them into an absolute ridiculous monster. And then a wash basin set. Oh wow, that's good for all basic stats. Manipulating the RNG to get a lot of these early makes the game boring. Alright, well, that is a couple of achievements farmed, a couple of good items received, and yeah, we'll keep going from here. So, the situation we're in right now, if I am thinking correctly, Suika is still down at level 35. Patchouli can get to 35, but not 36. Everybody else that we want for the fight with Tenshi is already 36 or above, so we'll just keep grinding a little bit more, and we'll be back to fighting Tenshi soon. Well, I've reached the appropriate levels to be able to hopefully fight Tenshi off, and I've spent a bunch of cash on the magic library, and I put Chen in the party for while I was grinding for a bit because I wanted to see if maybe I could trigger this, so I'm not sure if we'll make it, but let's give this a shot. So we've cleared this one, but it didn't have any notable effect, which is, I guess, kind of too bad. But it probably unlocked another one further up in the trees. So we'll look for that real quick before we try fighting Tenshi. So once again, we go one level up and we find a new red exclamation point. We're on level 7 on the far east side of the level. I suspect this is another Chen barrier, but let's check it out and see. Well, we cleared that one too. let's head up to level 8 and see if there's another one there. In fact, yes there is. See that over in the, kind of like, southwesternish quadrant? That's a new red exclamation point that we have not seen before. So let's head over there and see what we see over there. It is ridiculous how maze-like area level 8 is, but here we are. We made our way to the red exclamation point here, and of course there's a fight. That's alright. We'll take this stuff out pretty easily. And let's check this out. Okay, that's another one down, amazingly enough. Let's head over to level 9 and see if there's a new one. And there totally is, right here. Well, that was easy. Hey look, over on the left corner of the left side of the screen, we just created a level 34 boss. I bet I know who it is. Well, this will give us something to do and maybe an extra character to take on Tenshi with. I'm not opposed to that at all. So let's. I don't know why I left the floor, but we can head over there and see what we've got. Oh, we need... Right, that's the reason I left. Is because we need to drop down to level 34. Of course. Communication. 34. And now we can go see what Ron's up to. Sometimes I get too eager to... Oh, and I could have just hopped over from the... I'm dumb. Anyway. Well, Ron hits hard for a level 34 boss. That was a little strange. So, I was having a lot of trouble fighting Ron, and I didn't see these. I was so happy to be like, oh, there's a boss fight over there, that I didn't notice that a bunch of other red exclamation points showed up. So let's take care of these. All of them. Apparently, I had to look it up because I was getting pounded by Ron so badly. But apparently these... How did we get over there? Oh, I did jump through here. Or not? I don't know. Anyway, those red exclamation points are the key to not being killed by Ron. She has those Shikigami, and you greatly reduce their hit points by going to all of these other little barriers. So we'll do that. I'll show those off real quick, and we should be good. Alright, here's one. Alright, one down, two to go. Number 2. Next up, number 3 to the north. You may recall it when I explored this before, I was like, oh, we need to hit the button to the south and then come up here in order to hit this. In fact, that is what we need to do, once again. So we head down here, hit the button, probably get into a fight. Make short work of them. Then we get to this thing over here, and here we go. Alright, that's all of them on this floor, but I'm gonna probably just double check the previous floor and make sure that there's nothing else that we're missing. Hey, an achievement. Tome of Insight Defense. What did we get? Walk a total of 25,000 steps. You might be prominent on TV soon. Hold on, let's check floor 8. And probably floor 7 too, just for good measure. Alright, Ron should be significantly easier now with fewer of those, whatchamacallits, being significantly weaker, the Shikigami. So let's, I mean, I just gonna have to grind at this until we win, basically, so let's do it! So, as you can see, knocking out those Shikigami has a big purpose. Number one, it prevents Ran from attacking, because if those things are all gone, she has to bring them back up. And that ability of hers has a huge delay, right? So, as you can see, making the Shikigami more vulnerable had two purposes. One, it prevented them from buffing Ran. It enabled us to knock them out, which then enabled us to basically cancel out Ran's turns, despite her high speed. So we got it. That was actually, first try easy, pretty much. So, big difference based on solving all of those little side problems. Oh boy. Rainbow doesn't cut corners. I mean, fried tofu is really good. And Patchy got nuked because she has less than 10 TP. Anyway, let's go see what Ran can do. We'll pop her into the party real quick. Oh, she's way at the bottom. We still have some empty slots over here and here. Well. Ran's base stats. Decent HP, good MP, good TP, slightly better magic than attack. Defense and mind are, well, mind is average and defense is a little below average. If we level her up, she gets to 37 with the current experience that she has. And as you can see, that brings her HP up to a reasonable amount. Her attack is moderate. Her magic is moderate to slightly above moderate. Her defense is kind of meh. Her mind is okay. Nothing really special. The question is she going to be a pure magic type, or is she going to be a magic attack type hybrid? We got to figure that out. In order to figure that out, we're going to have to go check her skills out. Where is she? Okay, MP, magic, and speed boost to start. Nothing too crazy there. Then we've got 5 spell cards. 3 of them go up to level 7, 2 of them go up to level 5. We've got the Fox Tanuki Yokai Laser, all enemy mystic attack, magic style, targets all enemies, decent and stable damage. She was using that on us earlier. Princess Tenko, also very good. All enemy nature attack, magic style. Targets all enemies, excellent damage multiplier, low MP cost. 4 MP, not bad. Then, Soaring En no Ozuno. This is a row attack, physical, composite. It uses the caster's attack and magic against the enemy's defense. It's physical type. But because it uses both attack and magic, we don't need to worry about leveling up our attack. Next up, Banquet of General Gods, all allies spiritual. Auxiliary action increases the attack and magic of all in front. Not a very high attack, not a very high effect, but I'm sure we'll make use of it. Then we got 80 million holy boards. All ally spirit increases defense and mind of all in front. A bit is not very high. This makes her kind of similar to Kane, whereas these 3 are really good abilities. But what about her passive stuff? We've got Yakumo Clan. Other Yakumo Clan members at the front. Ups user stats by 8% per level. Doesn't occur until someone gets a turn, which is all fine. Right now, that's her and Chen, but Yukari will get added to that eventually, I assume. If the user uses Concentrate, Chen stats increase by 66% if she's at the front. That's a pretty good effect for Chen, so that's good. That makes her a little bit more useful. Super Fast Hard Arithmetic. When the user uses Banquet of General Gods or 80 million holy boards, MP cost is doubled, but the spell will affect all 12 allies. HP recovered or increase in stat speed halved to the back. Meh. HP recovered. I guess that's assuming that you're going to turn her into an enhancer. We've got Expansion of Consciousness. Increases MP recovery rate by 1 per level, up to 2. Cooling down. If the user uses Concentrate at full hit points, MP recovered by the action will be increased by 1 plus the number of levels, up to level 2. Shikigami Defense. When the user is attacked, there's a 40% chance of having the damage taken. Upon that activation, 1 MP is consumed. Okay, so she's got some pretty useful abilities. Now, she's mostly an all enemies type character, so she probably isn't going to be much use against Tenshi. But at least we got another character. So, now that we've seemed to have solved all that nonsense, I guess Tenshi's the only thing left to worry about. So let's work on that. I'll come back when I actually have a success in fighting her. I'm taking it. There was a little pause there in the middle because someone rang my doorbell, but I mean, we beat her by poisoning her down to 1 hit point and having Wriggle hit her with something that did 1 damage, and I'm taking that. That's ridiculous. It counts. It friggin' counts. Yes. Yes, indeed. Holy crap. Hijiri to the rescue? Shikieki maybe too? Yes! You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, holy crap. This is ridiculous. you've got to be kidding me, right? This is not how this goes. No, come on. Come on. Okay, it didn't pull us out, so maybe this is supposed to happen. Yeah, bunch of people left the party. This completes our examination of level 9. I need to consider how the party is completely friggin'... it's ridiculous. Alright, one more little thing to record here. I have reviewed the footage of this episode up until this point, and I've decided that we're going to cut it here, actually. We're not going to head up to level 10 until next episode, as I want to try to keep these on a weekly schedule-ish. And I've got about 5 hours of footage to cut through and cut together. And even with a rough cut, it looks like it's going to still be around 2 hours worth. So I think that's a reasonable length. So we're going to stop episode 10 here. Still at the end, the tip top of level 9. And next episode, we're going to go take on level 10 from the beginning and see what's up there. So, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We're starting to get a pretty significant chunk of the early Touhou characters. We still are really, really short on characters from SDM, Scarlet Devil Mansion. But we got a lot of characters from from all of the games that are going to show up in this game. So, I think we've got a couple of recruitments coming up in the next episode as well. My understanding is that we're supposed to be able to get Kaguya on level 10. That's just from a read of some information when I was trying to choose who to get versus Kaguya and Moko. So anyway, yeah, thanks again for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.